Greetings, everyone. I'm about to do reading for today. So go ahead and hop on. And a little bit of formality right now. Happy rising, beautiful rising, and start greet to each one of you. I'm really glad to be able to connect with you. Just one second. I need to make sure that we are able to hear the broadcast that's happening simultaneously on YouTube. So just one second. Oh, I'm so glad to be here. Gosh, it's so wonderful. Okay, just one second. Okay. Oh, that is excellent. Oh, there you go. Got it, got it, got it. Glad to see you. Alert should be going out to everyone that I am online. So let me just go ahead and share that. Oh, greetings. Absolutely. Happy rising to you. Glad to see you on here. I know that one of our beautiful sisters, she's not able to comment on the YouTube. And so, of course, we're going to make sure that everyone is able to participate and feel included and make sure that their voice is heard. That is important. It is very important. So I'm really glad to be able to connect with you here. So if you see me looking at this screen or the screen over here, Facebook here, and hey, Shanae, and YouTube right here. So I appreciate each one of you. Thank you. Thank you so very much. I'm going to go ahead and light my candles and hit the incense, the clearing sage. That one goes on the altar. Very good. And this one will be here for the tarot space. This one I keep lit, and it will actually should stay lit for about 8 hours. Let me just put it right here. And I use a little bit of vegetable oil as my oil base. I don't do anything else. You can use any kind of oil, olive oil, vegetable oil. And I do about a tablespoon in there, and that's enough. Uh-oh, the water went in there. It's all right. We'll just light it again if I need to. Oh, see? Hey, Nikki, great to see you. I might need to light that, get another one and light it again. Just one second. Yeah, we'll use this one. So these are clear floaters, just so that you're able to see what that is, like that. And you stick a wick inside of it, like so. It floats on the top. The oil seeps through the little crevices right there and keeps your candle lit. Really cool. I actually got these from Hobby Lobby. So if somebody wanted to know, where did you get that from, Hobby Lobby? There you go. And I'm just dripping a little bit of that oil right there so it has some oil to connect with, like a starter. So I'm glad to be on. I feel really refreshed, slept well. Hey, oh, hi, Sharisti. Kamari, beautiful. Star Greet. Star Greet. Nikki, she got it. Star Greet. In some older traditions, they may say, well met. Well met. Um, However, we are recognizing our power, our energy as star composition and wisdom that comes from above. And so the star is like the star in the tarot card, right? The star where we come to each other, recognizing that we are receiving divine messages all the time. Star great. So let me just put a little bit more oil on that to start that off. And then we'll go ahead and get into a general reading first. There. Like that. Yay. I think that one's going to work. I believe that's going to work. That works beautifully. So for those that need to see what that looks like, isn't that gorgeous? Yeah. Isn't that beautiful? She says, my clearing was awesome yesterday. Dreams were wild too. Yes. So when you do a tarot clearing, and I know it is beautiful. When you do a tarot clearing, and you see what that blockage is, because you get your answer, but you want to know what's blocking you at the point of why you had to even come for or ask the question in the reading, even if it's general. And so then when you discern, oh, this is an aspect of my subconscious that's blocking me from being able to move to the next, then you clear that blockage, and the brain says, I don't need to hold this anymore. I don't need to recycle that story anymore. So let me process it out. How does it do it? Through dreams. And so that's why people say dreams are really important. Hey, Kat. Oh, that's my cousin Danielle. Dreams are really important. And Danielle, I'm going to be funny. That's my niece and my cousin at the same time. Anyway, so they're important. So when people tell you to write your dreams down, you can write them down, but you might be creating another storyline in your mind that now the brain has to process again and re-enter those thoughts and put them in the subconscious again, when it may not even be necessary, because the brain is truly doing a dump. It's like saying, you don't need that anymore. And the dreams can be really, really hilarious, and they can be really frightening, because it's all the images your brain has held connected to the words that were caught in the brain that we saw in the blockage through the reading. So it's really fascinating. So having the antidote is important if you're getting a reading, right? That is what I promote. Get the antidote. There's a million readers out here, but who's giving the antidote? So there's a few of us in the world that give the antidote, and they will use their tools. So I don't say that this is the only one, the one tool that works. What I'll say is that it's a tool that's effective and efficient and fairly quick. So let me go ahead and put my candle down right here. Gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay. I got my chart here, studying my graphs. I do a lot at this desk right here. So let me turn this down. And we are going to pull cards. Now, for those that have already gotten their tarot planner, it looks like this. Okay, for those right here. If you got your tarot planner, we're actually working in December right now, and we're working on the Chariot. So just so that you can see. So the cards that I pulled today, I'm going to list them here as cards that I'm going to process for this day, the meaning, how it works, and then the intuitive components. And then I log them here. So we're going to do a general reading. Let me go ahead and light this incense and clear these cards. I'm using the Ciro Marchetti deck. I used it yesterday, but I hadn't been using it in a while, so it felt really good to be able to use. So we'll go ahead and light this. Oh, I love the smell of sage. So beautiful. And there are different cleansings. You can use sprays. You can even use oil. Like you can rub your hands with the oil because it's cleansing the cards as you shuffle. So it's pretty cool. Okay. So we're going to clear those cards. Thank you so very much. Yeah. Shanae, Danielle was also able to benefit from having a tarot read and a clearing as well. And sometimes the release when you're doing a clearing can be like you don't even expect it. Sometimes when you're saying those that particular statement. And in your case, I believe we used not, the not word. There's like 5 different words, just depending on what the subconscious is holding when I see the blockage in the card read. But it's too many. We can't call those jumpers. So so just depending on what the word is used, when you read the statements over again right before you go to bed, and then you read those affirmations, oh my gosh, your world starts opening up. Like whatever it is that was blocking you, you just all of a sudden you're like, what in the world? How did that? This is no longer an issue. Like that's how it gets you. It gets you tongue tied. So Danielle says, the purge was out of this world. Yeah. And you can't even imagine you're holding that much stuff based on a few words that keep recycling in the brain. But how would you even know? Like literally, it's like your brain has the images stored. And then when you read the tarot with it, then all of a sudden it just lights up. And it's like, oh, this is what's going on with me. It doesn't matter if it's about a lover, your health, your money situation. It doesn't matter. Like it'll show you, what do you need to do to get past this situation? And some people think, oh, if I get a clearing, am I going to lose the person, or am I going to become somebody different? I'm going to tell you, you're going to definitely be somebody different. You're going to be who your core is. You won't be in that fear place. And that's why, we might ask questions. That's why we might speak a certain way, because we are so concerned about that. Let me go ahead and pull. I'm pulling 3 cards for the general. And then if you would like a reading, let me know. And a clearing. A clearing is going to happen for sure. And definitely when we get more people on here, then I'm going to have to be a little bit more discerning at who's already had a reading and a clearing. So, and let me just put this in here. I do accept Cash App donations. So I'm going to put my Cash App in here. So I'm just going to say Cash App donations welcome. Okay. So thank you so very much. There you go. And hit enter. And we'll pin that. Thank you so very much. Okay. So let's go ahead and pull 3 cards. And thank you for Facebook that is joining here. So you're seeing me on Facebook live this side in the Witches Tradition page. And you're seeing me this side on YouTube. 3 cards. We cleared them. First card. Oh, Page of Swords reverse. There you go. Page of Swords reversed. Second card, the Sun. Oh my gosh, I love that. This is the energy for today. The Sun. Oh my gosh. And the third card, the Hermit. Oh, wow. So let's talk about that. We're going to talk about that right now. So, and this is not a before, present, after. This is a story. This is how the energy of the whole day is. Okay, so we're not shifting from, okay, at the beginning of the day, this is how it was, or when I woke up. In the middle of the day, this is how it is. And at the end of the day, this is how it is. It can be that, but we have to look at the totality of the story. And then I'll pull a card and see what blockage is there that's keeping us from being able to actualize or move forward in that particular experience. So the Page of Swords. So I'm going to go here. The Page of Swords. The page, let's just turn it and look at the correct way, right? So if we're looking at this, the Page of Swords, which is really interesting. Hold on just one second. I'm going to turn down these, my background. There. When we're looking at the page is like a child. If we think about a household and the court cards, we have the page who's like a child. We have the knight who is it's like an invincible teenager. We have the mother and the father, the queen and the king, correct? Okay. Well, when we look at the aspect of the court cards, we're seeing the court cards and the page and the knight more like an attitude. And we see the queen and the king more representative of the person. So the page represents this, if I had to say, youthful energy, lighthearted energy. And in that process, this lighthearted energy is can be maybe a little presumptuous, right? But it's thriving. Well, it came reversed. So we're either looking at the Ten of Swords, that's where we're arriving from, and we're emerging into this playfulness, or we're looking at moving forward. I always see the card moving forward based on the second card that's pulled. If the second card was diminished, then I say, oh, this person is sliding backwards in this particular way. But it's not happening that way. So this is really about moving forward into a new attitude about what it is you're supposed to do. So if that's the case, it's transitioning into the Knight of Swords. That would be um, begin using your tools, your thoughts, your ideas in a way that's promoting progress, right? So you're past playing. You're moving past this playful attitude or nonchalant, or maybe not taking certain things so serious, right? And we're shifting. We're shifting out of we're in November, we're in December. We're shifting into a new secular year. That's what I'm going to say, a new secular year. However, depending on when your birthday is, you might be somewhere at the quarter rung. So if you're at the quarter mark, like myself, I was born in September, so I'm right at this quarter, right? So I would even have to look at that and go, it's time for me to get busy about my ideas. It's no more time to play about what I've been doing, right? So there's no more time to play about whatever it is that you've been creating in your mind. It's time to put that into action. It's time to make the transition. So that's what this card is. And here's the secondary card, the Sun, which is really interesting. That's the card that says, yeah, it's time to fully show yourself. It's time to be in the moment, and I'm going to say it, in the heat of the moment and in the power of the moment. The Sun is usually identified or connected with the month of August. And in that month, it is extremely hot, but it is very youthful, and it's very vigorous, and it's very showy. And I say that on a very material level. Like when I say very showy, I think of, women. We're out at the beach, and we might not have made all of our goals as far as our weight is concerned, but yet we don't care. We're like, oh my gosh, it's hot. I'm just going to be at this beach. I'm going to wear what I wear. I'm going to look good because I don't care, because now it's about a different thing. So this is about you're showing up for yourself, right? So here, this reverse page is saying, okay, now it's no longer time to play. You need to take action. So get into action and show up for yourself. That is so cool. Now, so this is the attitude of the day. So, but the Hermit shows up, and we think, well, man, the Hermit's got me kind of like, I got to go within. No, the Hermit's not about, in this case, the Hermit's not about, I got to go within. It's saying whatever you had in your mind space that you've been meditating on, the whole energy of the day is to take the stuff that you've been thinking about and meditating on and show up for yourself. That is how that story is unfolding. Show up for yourself. And sometimes we can get so caught up in our mind that we're looking at all these little minute details. This is about all the stuff you've been thinking about, and now walk your path based on the light that's at your feet. So, and I like that. It's really practical. Not always that I'm looking at this so practical, but it's very practical. You've got the hermit who usually goes inside, but it's coming up after the sun. So it says, like, okay, so you've got enough light here. You've got enough information. You've got enough stuff you've been working on and thinking about. So take action, show up for yourself, and use this energy to light your way so you can come out of that dark place. So the dark place could have been feeling depressed, feeling like overwhelmed, feeling like, oh my gosh, this is bigger than what I thought. Like there's more. I gotta plan more. I gotta do more stuff. Right? Well, this is not about that. This is not about you trying to figure out how to do more stuff. And again, you could have been a very overwhelmed. And I'm going to tell you this year, since March, right? We've been overwhelmed with literally thoughts. How do I move forward? Where do I go? How do I make plans? The things I wanted to do. My business could have been a business that you wanted to do that you'd have to be out in the public. And now that's been taken away. Or you wanted to travel. Now that's been taken away. Or the type of job or the job that you had, now that's been reduced, right? Your hours have been reduced. So all of this could have affected the mind. And so you stay kind of stuck. The interesting thing about this page being reversed, it's like, get out of your head. It's time to take action. Get out of your head. I love it. Show up for yourself and let the light that you are now, let the awareness that you have discovered, let that be part of light your way, and you're coming out of the dark space. You're coming out of that dark place. So you can see that right there. I love it. You see that right there. Isn't that awesome? So just so that you are aware how I'm going to put it in my chart. So I have my intuitive awareness. This is the planner that I use, intuitive awareness, and what I notice out of these cards that are coming from these elements, the earth, fire, air, and water. Of course, I'm going to put my supporting cards. So I'm going to list them today and put them in here. And that's how I'm going to use this, my planner for today in doing that. So what I will say is that when you are getting readings from people, jot down those cards, because it's not just a reading. If you found this segment, there's a message in it for you. So now I'm going to find out what's blocking us from moving forward into that space, right? What's blocking us? So I'm going to go in the middle of the deck because that would be the block. Oh, wow. It's Six of Cups reversed. Six of Cups reversed. So you know what that says to me as I look at that? The cups is emotional. It's also communication and relationship. And it's reversed. Now, the six is definitely three on one side, three on the other, right? Masculine, feminine, yin, yang. So it's slightly imbalanced. It could be imbalanced in your communication, in your relationship. It could be imbalanced in, there you go. It could be imbalanced in your communication, in with your feelings. So the fact that it's reversed is where the blockage is. So, when I'm doing these readings, I don't say, oh, this is for everybody out there. The reading is for everybody, even myself. And I go, oh, okay. So, so have I given too much attention in one way so that I cannot execute these ideas? So this is the blockage that needs to be cleared for today, and it can be done immediately. That's what's so powerful about this. So I'm going to, if everyone wants to participate, just go ahead and text. And there's I would like a clearing because I feel like I've got some imbalances in a relationship or an imbalance in in communication in a particular area. So if you want to put that down, you're very welcome. And I'll go ahead and we'll go ahead do a clearing on that, because I definitely am going to do a clearing on it. I'm just like, oh, I got an imbalance in my communication and relationships. Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's take, because I want to be able to move forward and get my ideas really popping so I can show up for myself and let the information that I've taken draw me out of the darker place in the mind, because we can stay really submerged, right? So anyways, so yeah, Danielle says, yeah, I want to, right? Right. Who doesn't want a balance in how we're dealing with even the communication with ourselves, right? Who doesn't want that? She said, Danielle says, this is so on point. Was texting a person this morning. Absolutely. You know what? I'm going to tell you, these cards never lie. Nothing. Nikki says, yes to a clearing. Absolutely. You are so welcome. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Danielle, and I'll ask Nikki on this side, and Danielle knows how this exercise is going to go. Nikki, you're going to learn. So, and dealing with a person last night. Okay. So Danielle, that's going to be your issue. We're going to say, the issues with what I was dealing with last night. Okay. So you don't have to say it specific. I'll just say the issue is what I was dealing with last night. This helps me to remember too. Okay. And then, hey, Donna. Hey. And I'm sure I'm really imbalanced in my relationship. Okay. So yes to a clearing. So on this side, if you can, what I'd like you to do, and let me see if I can open this up on this side, because then I'll type it in this side as well. So thank you. Hopefully it didn't freeze my frame in my YouTube. I definitely know that you can hear me. So, but I am going to type in what your keywords, and we can actually do a clearing altogether. It's so interesting. Danielle has actually been one of the ones that have watched me clear a whole room. I can usually do about 50 to 100 people at a time, because we all have a subconscious pattern, agreed upon terms. And so I'm going to comment for you right here. So, Nikki, you want a clearing. However, I want to know what your issue is. Literally texting someone about the importance of not assuming and effective communication. So, your issue is about let's make your issue about someone assuming. Okay, so Nikki is about issue with someone assuming too much. So that's your issue. And then Donna, if you want to go ahead and put what your issue, you said you feel imbalanced in your relationship. So what I'm going to say is that's your issue, feeling imbalanced, and that's for Donna. So I'm going to put that there. Donna her issue is feeling imbalanced with a relationship. There we go. Very good. So we put that right there. Isn't that cool? Oh my gosh, I love this. So, okay. So all I'm going to ask you to do is make the statement, and I want you to go into your body and just locate where you feel that statement at. So Danielle, the issue is what I'm dealing with last night. Where do I feel that? Do I feel it in my throat? Do I feel it in my lymph nodes? Do I feel it in my chest? Do I get like a little burning or tingling there? Do I feel it in my belly? So Nikki, the same thing. I want you to think about that. Issue with someone assuming too much. Where do you feel that at? When you've located where you felt it at, go ahead and put it in the text. Is that so cool? Like if we're going to come and get a reading, then let's get the antidote. Like it's a lower stomach. Okay, good. And then Nikki and Donna, go ahead and post where you fill that out. Yeah. So now, um, Danielle, we're going to move forward with yours. All I want you to do is tell me um, how much of that you feel from 0 to 10. Where are you? Because it may not be huge, but it's probably there. So from 0 to 10, 0 means it's completely neutral. 10 is it's off the charts. And for those that are just now coming into this reading that we're doing, I do reading clearings. So if a person comes in here for a reading, we're going to clear the block so that they can move forward. So this is really cool because if you're new coming in here, you may wonder, oh my gosh, what is she doing? You'll actually benefit from the clearing as well, because it's definitely, as tarot is on the psychological part of our experience, the spiritual part of our experience, it's also happening to us physically. So the general card read that we got today was the Page of Swords. We're just doing that. Danielle says a 9. Wow. Throat and stomach. Good. I'm glad Donna recognized that. Donna, I want you to tell me 0 to 10 how much you feel. Nikki, 0 to 10 how much you feel. Go ahead and post it in there. 0 being under the navel. Okay. Mid belly. Good. 0 to 10. Tell me how that feels. So the first card that we had is the reversed Page of Swords, which means that we're now shifting and moving into taking action with what our ideas are, but also with our power of speaking our truth. Because the sword has also been connected to the tongue, right? So Donna says 7. Thank you. Okay, but the next card that we actually have is the Sun. You are supposed to show up for yourself. That is not moving into 12 p.m. today, 6 p.m. by 6. No, period. You're supposed to show up for yourself at all costs today. Okay? You're not supposed to hold back your intellect, your intuition, or your communication. Interesting? The sword, the tongue, and then we got the cups, communication. So very good. 5 to 6. Okay. So at this point, all I want you to say, I want you to tell me, Danielle, I want you to just say the issue is what you were dealing with last night. I want you to just say, how did that make you feel? And I just want you to type in there how it made you feel. The same for Nikki, the same for Donna. Okay. How is this issue, the issue that's in the quotations, how is it making you feel? And you can just write that down. It could be about 5 words. It makes me feel this. It could even say, how dare that person? Or I can't believe it's gotten to this point. Or this really sucks. It could be anything. It could say, and this is not a PG channel, so just so you know, but it could just say fuck, right? Like it could say that because that's what's going on about whatever that is. So whatever it is, it's okay. Go ahead and type it in the box. Okay. And so I'm going to continue on discussing this reading. So the Sun is about showing up for yourself, being truthful, being honest about what it is, but it's not about um, what you present to other people, but what are you presenting to yourself? Because this reading is really about you, right? So go ahead and type and then post it in there. And it doesn't have to be expose all your business. So you don't have to expose all your business. All I just need to know is how that thing is making you feel or what issue. So Danielle says it makes me feel flustered and I want to cut both of the end of I want to cut both of the individuals. Cut out both of the individuals. Okay. So Danielle, I'm going to just take your statement right here and I'm going to give you what you're going to say. So interesting. And you are going to say it just like I just typed it, okay? And the word that I give you is not going to make sense, but it works. So trust when I tell you this because this is the way the brain works. Okay. So Danielle, I want you to say it makes me don't feel flustered and I want to cut both of the individuals. Okay. And so Nikki, I want you to say it makes me don't feel irritated. That is how you're going to say it. It makes me don't. That's the word for today. It makes me don't feel irritated. So I'm going to put yours in quotations. This is for Nikki. I'm going to reply to yours right there. Okay, my dear?
Both of the individuals. Okay.
There you go.
So
let's cut that off. There you go. I had to make sure that I took that off. Okay. So you are going to say it. It makes me don't feel irritated. Now, for anyone that is writing this down, I'm going to tell you, you need to write it in cursive. Okay. If there is something that happens in the brain when you write in cursive, there's brain waves that are actually happening. Okay. That are also entering into the subconscious. The written word is written or in its cursive, like the waves of the brain. So it enters into the subconscious. It's like, oh my gosh, does tarot have to be that hard? No, tarot is not that hard. But if you're going to get the antidote, I'm going to give you the prescription so you can undo the bullshit, right? Why come in here and not undo the bullshit? Okay, so Donna, you're going to say something different. Donna's going to say, makes me stop, feel insignificant and frustrated. Makes me feel stop. So you were going to say it that way. Because the energy at which she's clearing is a little different. Okay. So now, Danielle, I want you to say that 10 times. It makes me don't feel frustrated, and I want to cut both of the individuals. I want you to say that 10 times. It makes me don't feel frustrated. Okay, say that 10 times. While you're doing that, and I'm going to say for Danielle, do this 10 times. If you are writing, write that 10 times in cursive, okay? Very good. And for Donna and Nikki, I want you each to say yours. Nikki, I want you to say yours 5 times. Donna, I need you to say yours 7 times. So Donna is going to say hers 7 times. There you go. And Nikki, you're going to say yours 5 times. So let me go back into Nikki. 5 times. Very good. There. Awesome, 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 awesome. Very good. Isn't this really fascinating what happens with tarot? So in order to show up for yourself, you've got to clear the bullshit, right? And why do we know the bullshit is there? First of all, because a hermit shows up, which means you're overthinking stuff. Like you're still caught in the foggy place of the mind and you're still trying to use the light to try to find your way. Oh, I need to find my way. I don't know. Right? So this right here is saying, okay, time's up. And I'm going to end up pulling another card. Time's up. Get into action. Show up for yourself. We already know that you got issues. You're thinking, you're overthinking, and you're letting all that stuff just ruminate in your brain. It's creating an imbalance, right? It's creating this imbalance. And in doing so, which is so interesting, I split the cards again on this one. Oh my gosh. Woo! It's the first time. Oh my God. Let me tell you, this apparently has got everybody caught up because I got the Tower reversed. Bam! Look at that. Oh my gosh. But do you know how good it is to be reversed? Like, I'm going to tell you, clearing this thing clears so much other bullshit. Like, to clear this clears serious bullshit. Okay, this card we already know is not a joke. This is resetting your foundation. This says, oh my God, I just took a huge weight off of my shoulders. And in doing so, now I can build based on what I desire to create because I'm showing up for myself. And the sun is removing the fog from my brain. The issue was I was not able to have balance in very specific areas of my life. But now that I'm clearing something, right? Now that I'm clearing something, I can reset. So see, we don't have to be afraid of the tower. But let me tell you, it don't show up often. Not in a reading. So Danielle, from 0 to 9, tell me how much of that you're feeling. Before you do that, I want everybody to take a deep inhale, exhale, and then let me know, put in there how much of that you're feeling in your body now. Do the same thing, Donna and Nikki. How much of that you're feeling in your body? It makes no sense to come and get a reading and then you don't have an antidote to fix the bullshit that's got you asking for the reading in the first place, right? Or getting the reading, right? So for all of those that are participating, even if you are not posting something, this exercise is actually helping you to clear as well. So this is how powerful our brains are. Let me take a sip of coffee. I need a sip of coffee. So y'all just go ahead and do that for a second. And then Daniel, let me know what that 0 to 9 for Donna and Nikki. Nikki, 0 to 5. For Donna, 0 to, I think you said 7. I'm going to go over here and see what you said. Donna, 0 to 7. Yeah. Okay. You let me know how much is left in there. So, because this is how the clearing is going to happen. And then I'm going to give you your next clearing statement. I love this. Thank you so much. I got my candle burning here. Isn't that gorgeous? Ta-da! I feel lighter. Good. Nikki, I need you to tell me what that number is. Because you said you felt it between 5 or 6. I need you to identify that in your body. This is why clearing is so important. Because we can come and get a tarot reading and we feel like, oh, I felt that. She could identify it, right? With the cards. Resolve to 1, 2, feel lighter and better. Good. Yeah. 0 is neutral. So if you feel neutral about what makes me feel insignificant and frustrated, or it makes me feel irritated, and you feel neutral about it, as in, I know it's there, but it's not right there. And it's only based on your clearing statement. Remember, you've got other stuff happening. We got other stuff happening. So don't, Danielle, you went to a 6. Awesome. You got other stuff happening. But the issue is in the stuff that's happening that you're only dealing with that component. You've got other stuff over here. We're not dealing with those other words. We're not dealing with those other statements. We're only dealing with this statement. When you identify that, which is why the cards are so important, because then it helps you to hone in on the thing that is like pinging your brain the most, right? And then it's definitely a spiritual answer. It's definitely your spiritual answer. So you come and you're like, I want to know if this is going on with my mate, or if I'm going to be able to get a better job, or am I going to be able to succeed in such and such? Well, okay, let's find out what's going on in the brain that's keeping you from even thinking that you could. And then to bring you the answer. But now we need the antidote, right? Okay, so Danielle, this is what I want you to say in yours. Hold on just 1 second. So Danielle, this is going to sound really funny. You're going to go back to the original statement right here. And let me paste that right there. And you're going to actually say not in the very beginning. I'm going to type it. Not. The issue is what I was dealing with last night. That is what you're going to say. Not. The issue is what I was dealing with last night. Okay. And then I got a feeling it's probably going to get you to about anywhere between a 1 and a 2 on that. So, and if you, and then I'm not going to say how many times you need to say it, because I don't think you're going to need to say it a lot, but you're going to need to really go in that statement and say it like, boom, not The issue is what I was dealing with last night. Okay. Nikki, thank you so very much. So your issue was feeling irritated. I just want you to go in there and say, not, I feel irritated. That's all I want you to say. Not, I feel irritated, because we want that to be neutral. Donna, for yours, I want you to say, I'm going to have you say not as well. So Donna's statement, let me just see where she says, makes me feel insignificant. Not, it makes me feel insignificant. That is what you're going to say. Not, it makes me feel insignificant. I'm going to put that there for you. Not, it makes me feel insignificant. There. Okay, that's yours. So, and then Nikki, you're going to say, not, I feel irritated. Okay, that's yours. So I'm going to go ahead and put that there. Not, I feel irritated. Okay, and then we'll pull the next card and definitely show you the benefit of being able to clear it and what those cards are showing you. Okay, isn't that awesome? Oh my gosh, this is so much fun for me. Now, for anybody that would like to get a reading, you're definitely, if you want to clear something really big, we'll do the reading and we'll clear a huge block out of your space. You can do so by going to my website. My website's actually posted below on the YouTube site so that you are aware. Michaela-Rena.com. You can book an online session with me. Also, for those that are on Facebook, you can just go right there into the description of the business page and get to my website. You can click it right there. So, which is pretty cool. But I think I can post it right here and pin it. Oh, yes. I think I'll do that. So anyways, now, if you feel inclined, which I would really appreciate, you can also offer a donation of any amount. You can send it to Cash App, okay? So .com, let me put that right there. And then I will pin that. And then this is the Cash App. And I'll just say donations appreciated. There we go. And my Cash App is Michaela Rena P. There you go. Okay, so that is sitting there. Very good. Hey, Monica. Oh, hey there, dear. Let me see, what time do we have? I probably will be able to do a reading for you. Just one second. And then Danielle, let me know what that number is for your clearing. So, Monica, just so that you are aware, I'm glad that you're here. When a person comes in, we get a reading and we also get a clearing. I do a very unique support in clearing, and it literally clears the block from the issue of the question. Okay. However, I'll go ahead. Danielle 3. I knew I was going to get there. So, and then Monica says, I'd like to know about my husband. His name starts with M, and we have divorce case going on. I still want him back. Can you please give me some guidance? Okay, so I'm going to give you a reading. However, there's a clearing that's definitely needed right there to give, so that you can actually have a better outcome. So what I am going to do is I'm going to give you this reading. However, when this broadcast is done, I want you to watch what I do and see how the individuals on here were able to clear their blockage in regards to that, which is really cool. You are so welcome. Danielle, you hit a 3. That is awesome. So Danielle, the word I want you to use when you get off the line from this is the last statement that you need to make. You'll know what it is, right? 0. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You hit, I'm sorry, Danielle. I just saw Donna post. We did her clearing and she has no more anxiety about that right now. 0. She hit neutral. So, Danielle, I want you to still use the word not for the last statement. So we're gonna make an affirmation. It's okay. It's okay, right? we're going to make an affirmation for that. And we don't call them affirmations here. We call them positations, positive statement. Okay. So the affirmation is, I'm going to say it just like this, and I'll do your reading, celebrating her clearings, right? Right. And Monica, I haven't forgotten you. So the statement is, you are in control and have cleared the way for progress in your life now. Okay. So this is what you're going to say. You got to say it like that. You'll say, I am in control and have cleared the way for progress in my life now. Then you have to turn around and say it in the personal pronoun, and then the other way. Copy. Hold on. You are in control and have cleared the way for progress in your life now. Boom. Okay. So that'll be your statement. Danielle, when you get to neutral, then that's the statement you'll use. Okay. And let me go over here and I'll paste that on Facebook side. Nikki, I do have alternative. I actually have PayPal. Okay. And I'll get you that PayPal link in just a little bit. I'll post it. Okay. So you are in control and have cleared the way for progress in your life now. That needs to be said. Okay, so here's the instructions, everyone, that actually already had the. Oh, thank you, Monica. Monica's like, whoa, what just happened? So, Monica, when you actually go through this, and you'll see it, because I'm usually on here for an hour, but I get into the clearings pretty fast. So when a person comes on, we do a general reading. Some people will come in and they ask for a question, so it's fine. But based on that, the reading will show where the blockage is in the person, that you can't move forward, or it's got you feeling paralyzed, right? So what use is getting a reading from someone, whether you're getting them for free or complimentary? What use is it, even if you pay for a reading, if you don't get the antidote or the prescription at how to fix it, right? So this is exactly what is and why this is so empowering. If you can go ahead on my YouTube channel, go ahead and hit like, subscribe, and hit the bell. I really appreciate it. I've got to look. I'm trying to beat all the algorithms, so I need everybody's support that way. That also helps. Oh, you were so welcome, Monica. Absolutely. So. Okay, so let me give the last instructions. Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you. I so appreciate you. So this is the last piece. Before you take a nap today or retire for the evening, like 20 minutes, all you need to do is go to those statements that I gave you, those nots, the stops, the don'ts. Say them. If you said it 10 times, you'll have to say it 10 times before you go to bed. If you said it 7 times or 5 times right before you go to bed, right after you say it, then you've got to say your positation. You are in control and have cleared the way for progress in your life now. I know, Nikki. I know it's a real clearing. When I tell you, it's a hormone. So what use is the tarot reading if we couldn't fix the stuff, right? What use is to know and then you don't know how to fix it? That's the whole point. So anyway, so now when you go to bed, after you say that, you might have a wacky, gnarly dream. It's okay. It's not a premonition. So don't start thinking, oh my gosh, this is about to happen. And then you see your dog running down the street with your boyfriend's face or something like that in the dream. I've heard some crazy stuff. Okay. No, it's the brain doing a dump. It's the brain saying, thank you. Here's the garbage can. I can release this. Okay. So, however, it might reveal to you some other things you need to clear as well. Okay. And that's okay. And that's why I say, go to my website and book a session, because it's life-changing. Okay. And Monica, oh my gosh, Danielle got to 0. 0. So we got 3 zeros, 3 neutrals on here. So everybody's issue, that's why you got to go back and watch this. It's like, did that just really happen? Yes, it did. And then, and Shanae actually did hers yesterday and came back in. She's like, that mess is gone. Right. And she actually had a wacky dream. She's like, I had like a crazy dream. Right. Right. So, okay. So this is for Monica. And Monica's question, I would like to know about my husband. We have a divorce case going on. I still want him back. So can you please give me some guidance? Okay. We're going to pull this for Monica. So the first card I'm pulling is the 7 of Pentacles. So we won't do the clearing, but I'm going to definitely give you some guidance. 7 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles reverse. The 7 of Pentacles is reverse. Page of Pentacles is reverse. And that's interesting because the Pentacles is about the household. And, oh, wow, look at this card came up again. Page of Swords reversed. And they're all 3 reversed. Okay. So 7 of Pentacles. This is about your household. A Page of Pentacles. It's about your household. And Page of Swords. This is about legal stuff that's happening right now. So what I like to say about the 7 of Pentacles can be good depending on the following card. Okay. So in this case, it's the Page of Pentacles, which in the page can be really immature. And depending on the card that follows it is letting me know whether it's moving forward into knightship, which is proactivity, or if it's digressing to the other end, which in this case, it's leaning backwards because this card came up reversed as well. So what I'm going to say to you, and let me just show everybody these cards. They're 7 of Pentacles reversed, Page of Pentacles reversed, and Page of Swords reversed. Okay, so really interesting. So this is a person, and we're dealing mainly with the attitude, not necessarily the actual person. So I can't say it's you or him, but it's the attitude that that the valuable aspect of the household has been challenged. And there's a little critter right here. It's a little squirrel. I really don't like seeing critters inside the card readings when it all of a sudden shows up like that. So you can see that. Because that means that there's someone else that's an agitator in the experience. And it's causing this valuable experience, this valuable aspect of the household to be threatened. Okay. The critter to me doesn't represent an ego, as you brought out with this person. The critter usually represents an outside agitation. Now that agitation doesn't have to be a person. It could be his job. It could be some other influence. Okay. But the Page of Pentacles shows up, and the card that actually is digressing to is the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles means that there's a lot of issues in the household that need to be worked out. It's not just one thing. There's several things that need to be balanced. And it seems like only one person really cares because we're at the 10. So not that it's completely like that, but at one point, only one person really cared about whether the household, whether it was a family or not. Okay. The Page of Swords is reversed. So what I would say is that this is about negotiation, and it's time to negotiate better. So that's mediation. It's a reversed sword. Sword is like the pen, and it's also legalities, and you're dealing with the divorce. So what I'm going to say that this is not exact. This would be exact, like, but it also could be a very immature place to be, right? Like you didn't think everything out. So this is saying it's really about mediation. But what is the advice for you? There's definitely a blockage. I'm going to let you know what the blockage is. And then if you'd like to, I'm going to encourage you to come and book a session with me, because that blockage is what's keeping you from being able to move forward, or even the household circumstance, because it all is resting on you. This reading is not about him. This is about you, how you're dealing with it. The card that I end up pulling is the three of, oh man, you got pentacles everywhere. This is almost ridiculous. And this card deck is not all one way. Like they're all either forward or reversed, but all your cards came out reversed. So it's Page of Pentacles reversed. There you go. It's Page of Pentacles reversed. So where's your blockage? The block, there's this a sense of a feeling like you don't have any control and you're losing your grip, and so this is a control issue. There's where the blockage is at. Is how much you're trying to be in control of either him, the things in the household, or it could be that you're allowing him to control you. But it definitely is a blockage that needs to be dealt with in regards to how you are feeling. So so I'm going to encourage you to come to my site and book a session with me, and then I can assist you to clear that out of your field, because that's actually what's creating the additional aggression, so that person can't come in. Sometimes we can over communicate. Sometimes we can communicate. We're not communicating enough, but yours is not about communication, except for this page reverse in the sword, which is about what I find to be more of mediation right here. So so that is what I'm going to say for you. So anyways, I'm just about at the top of this hour. Absolutely. You are welcome, Monica. I am here Monday through Friday, 8 a.m., 9 a.m. I'm also doing this on Facebook. And however, what I really encourage people to do is come on over, make sure you subscribe on the YouTube. So subscribe, like, and share. Make sure you hit the little bell so that you can get the messages. I have my Cash App if you'd like to give a donation. I appreciate it. Thank you so very much. I put that in the pinned area. This has been awesome. Thank you so very much. Blessed be, and star greet to each one of you. I will see you next time. Ashe.